Hey everyone, it's me Ollie from Retaliate, and today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 more Fortnite glitches for Season 10, and a lot of these haven't even been posted yet, so I'm going to be showing you guys all of these in the compilation today. And just before we get into the video, make sure you do subscribe if you are new here. If you're unaware, we are trying to hit 100k by the end of the year, and a huge shout out to everyone that's helping us get to that goal. At the moment, we're not growing as fast because I think most people are on holiday, so if you're on holiday and you're still watching my videos, I really appreciate it. Even if you can't do the glitches yourself, a lot of you guys still find the videos fun to watch, so I really appreciate that. Also, before we get into the video, huge shout out to everyone that's been following my Instagram, so if you do want to shout out my next video, all you need to do is follow my Instagram and you'll be featured at the beginning of my next video. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you guys use my supporter creator code, so if you're not using it or you've never used it before, I'd really appreciate it if you do use it at least once when buying something in Fortnite, and all you have to do is press into supporter creator, type in Retaliate and press into accept. Anyway, all of these glitches I'm going to be showing you guys are so sick, so let's get straight into this compilation. So this first glitch actually allows you to unmask skins. Now this is really sick and it does work with a lot of skins. It doesn't work with every single one, but you can see, for example, if I want to unmask it on a god, I'm actually going to be able to do it. And basically all you have to do is to favorite the skin that you want to unmask, and then you also want to favorite one of these skins. So it needs to be one of these ones that originally has a mask but it actually has an option to remove it. So you can see this one has it here. There's also a lot more that do it, and you just want to favorite these two. Make sure you only have these two favorited, otherwise it's not going to work. If you have any other ones favorited, it's just not going to work, and it's really easy to do. It can take a few attempts, but the steps are so easy. And basically all you need to do is you want to select the default skin, and that's this one here. So we're just going to press into this. We're then going to go back and then press into randomize, and once you do this, you want to go to the back bling or anything, and you want to see if you have the skin on. So if you have this skin on, the skin that you want to remove the mask, then it means it's worked correctly. And all we're going to do now is as simple as going back to our locker, going onto this skin, pressing onto F to remove as a favorite. I'm not sure what it is on Xbox, but it's the same steps and it does work. And then you just want to press into randomize again, and once you do this, you're going to see it's actually removed the mask. So this looks so sick and it's so funny. So you can see it actually has no mask, and you can't actually play in games with it, unfortunately. That would have been so sick if you can, but you can't at the moment. If there is a way, I'll show you guys, but there probably won't be. And it works with so many different skins. Anyway, I'll let you guys experiment with this, and let's get straight into the next one. So this next glitch allows you to do is get the retail row effect on the main island. Now this works in normal games as well, and I did upload a video on this and it only got 8,000 views, so I thought a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this. And all you need to do is you're going to go next to the barrier, and you just want to park a hoverboard next to it, and all we're going to do is we're going to exit. You will actually be able to build and everything still, but you're going to have this really cool effect on, so everything looks really sick. You can see how cool everything looks, and again, this does work in public games, so I thought I'd show you guys how to do this in case you haven't done it already. And you can actually do this exact same thing in Tilted Town, so if you want to do in Tilted Town as well, you can do it, and you can actually get the outfits and stuff like that. The only bad thing is, if you do in Tilted Town, you can't actually build because you can't normally build in Tilted Town, and I'm pretty sure they're going to add more of these zones in the future, so you'll probably be able to do it in more places eventually. Anyway, let's get straight into the next one. So here's another glitch that you can do in Retail Row, and basically, if you're in Creative or Playground, you're going to know that you can't actually fly around on the main island. Now in Creative, there's really easy ways of doing that, and it's basically just to phone in any island glitch, and a lot of you guys know how to do that. But as you guys can see at the moment, I can't actually fly. But if you actually go inside of Retail Row, for some reason you can actually fly, so you can see I can fly around and stuff, and I can actually go inside of my inventory. Now this is actually really sick that you can do this, and you can actually throw down stuff as well, and you can do stuff like that, so it's actually so sick that you can do this. But the second you go out again, you're going to see it's actually going to cancel, and you won't be able to fly, and your inventory is going to go back to normal. But again, it's really easy to do. You just want to go inside, you can actually go and get all of the items that you want, and then once you got all the items, you can just go out and you can play the game normally. Unfortunately, it doesn't work in normal games. It'll be so sick if you could, but obviously they have protection against stuff like that, so you can actually spawn tons of items and stuff like that. I don't think you can actually throw down galleries. That would be sick if you could, but I don't think you can. Anyway, that's another really simple glitch, and I thought you guys would enjoy this, and let's get straight into the next one. So I'm now going to be showing you guys a really sick glitch that Physioninja found, and as you guys can see, he's trying to find glitches at the moment, and he's finding some really insane ones. So make sure you give him credit for this glitch I'm about to show you, because it's one of the most insane ones out at the moment. What it allows you to do is spawn default characters. So all we're going to do is we're going to put one of these mechs outside of the map like this, and again, this allows you to spawn default characters, and they're just going to stay on the island, and they're just going to be floating in the sky. So you can see there's actually one over here, and it does take 2 people, and unfortunately it doesn't save on the island, but it's still sick that you got NPCs here. And Physioninja is working on another one at the moment that allows you to actually duplicate yourself, and I'm pretty sure they fight each other, so I'm not sure when he wants to release that, but for now I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this. So you just want to build to the side of the map like this, then going to enter the mech from the inside, and now we're going to walk all the way to the edge like this. We're going to walk all the way in, and in a second you're going to see it's going to self-destruct by itself. So now when I walk back, you're going to see it's self-destructing, and all we're going to do now is we're going to enter it again, and we're going to walk out and do the glitch one more time. So you need to do the glitch twice for it to work, and you're going to see we're going to walk in, then we're going to walk out again, and one of the times it is going to self-destruct. So I don't know why it doesn't self-destruct every single time, but eventually you will be able to get it to self-destruct again. So if you can't get it to self-destruct again, then it might be because you've actually hit the glitch, and all we're going to do is we're going to stomp, and then we're going to self-destruct it. So now we're going to hold on to delete to self-destruct it, and if it's worked correctly, you're going to see I will be stuck here. So I'm pretty sure it has actually worked this time, and you guys can see here I've actually exploded, and now I'm actually stuck here, and I am actually god mode at the moment. But at the moment this actually is a god mode glitch, but obviously it only works in creative at the moment. If there's a way to get it in normal games, we will show you guys. But now all we're going to do is we're going to respawn, I think, and now we're going to leave creative. And once I leave creative, we're going to go back, and my character's just going to be there floating, and it's going to be a default character. And again, you do need 2 friends for this glitch because you do actually have to join back into their island. So I'll show you guys once I've joined back. So as you guys are going to see, I'm actually going to go back here, and you can see my character's actually here. So that's so sick, and it's a default character now, and you can actually hit it and stuff, but I don't think they actually die. So I have no clue why this works, but it's actually so funny. And I'm pretty sure you can actually rift it and stuff as well. So if I go to consumables, I'm pretty sure I can actually rift it, but it disappears. So here we go. Actually, I don't think it dies when you do that. I'm pretty sure it just teleports a bit. So you can see here, it's actually teleported a little bit, and you can do this as many times as you want and just use it to teleport the character. So anyway, I thought you guys would find this really cool. Again, this is found by Physioninja, so make sure you do give them credit, and they're also working on stuff at the moment. So make sure you stay tuned to our channel, because once Physioninja finds something else cool, I will release it. And you can see here, there's another one here that just looks so funny. Anyway, huge shout out to Physioninja for showing me this, and let's get straight into the next one. So as you guys can see here, I'm actually flying with the mech, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do this glitch in a minute. But you can actually see I can move around and stuff, and this does work in public games. Now the original method was found by Jugger, but actually got patched unfortunately. But this method's obviously a lot more insane, and you can actually go around and stuff. I'm pretty sure you will hit the death barrier eventually, so you need to be really careful with this glitch. But it is actually really easy to do, and it just takes a few attempts, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do this now. So all you guys want to do is we're going to head to pressure plant, and all we're going to do is we're going to get a mech, and we're going to drive it into this. So I'm just going to boost into here, and once you're in this, all we're going to do is we're going to stomp at the same time as swapping seats. So it can take a few attempts, but you should be able to do it eventually. So I'm going to try it again now, and all we're going to do is stomp and then swap seats. Now if this happens, then it's probably worked, and all you're going to do is you're going to wait around 20 or 30 seconds, and you're going to see eventually you're just going to start going up. So it does take some time, and I don't know why it just takes some time, but it does work eventually, and you just need to wait a few seconds. So I'll show you guys once I start lifting up in the sky. So as you guys can see now, I've started going up in the sky, and it's so weird how it just randomly starts moving up. But this does work in public games, as I said, and this is just so overpowered. So in a second, we're actually going to be able to swap seats, and we'll be able to boost around the map. So I'm pretty sure you can hit the death barrier, and you will die. So you got to be really careful with that. It won't let you bypass it. But you're going to see if I actually swap seats now, sometimes it will actually let us move around. So I'm pretty sure this time it's actually working. And as you guys can see, it actually is. So we can boost around every few seconds. And this is just one of the most insane glitches ever. Anyway, that's it for this glitch, and let's get straight into the next one. So something else you can do in retail row is you can actually play prop hunt. So if you actually go in here in creative, you're going to see that you can actually go inside of your inventory, as I showed you guys before. And if you actually go to weapons, you can actually get the problematic, and you can actually use it. So you can see I can actually turn into stuff like trees or any object around here. So if I wanted to turn into a swing set, I actually could. And you can actually lock into place and stuff as well. So you can actually play prop hunt in retail row, and this is just so fun to do. And it only works in places like retail row or tilted town. So unfortunately it doesn't work in other places. And you're going to see if I try turning into something here, it won't actually let me. So again, it only works in stuff in retail row, but it is still really good fun. And you can do it for a few of your friends and just have tons of fun doing this glitch. Make sure you definitely try this before they patch it, and let's get straight into the next one. So the other day I showed you guys a glitch that allows you to get anything from tilted town or retail row into your creative island. As you guys can see over here, I actually have all the items still. But one of the coolest items is actually the clock, and you can actually get that solo, and I've not actually shown you guys how to do it yet. So at the end of my latest video, I did explain how to do it, but I didn't actually show you. So all of these items you can only get with 2 players, but this one you can actually get solo, and I found this complete by myself, this glitch, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it. So all you need to do is you want to do the phone in any island glitch. So you're just going to go next to the barrier like this, and then we're going to respawn. Now once you respawned, all we're going to do is we're going to fly all the way to tilted town, and we're also going to get a prop gun as well. So once we're over here, all we're going to do is we're going to find the clock, and again it only works with the clock, and you can see there's a few of them. So there's one on the floor here, and there's one over there. So I'm just going to get this one, and as you guys can see, this is the clock that we can get, and it looks so sick. And also it does change time and stuff, so it is dynamic, which is actually really sick. So it will change time on your island if you actually have time turned on, but mine's frozen. So now we're going to fly back to our island. If you don't know where it is, before doing the glitch, what you're going to do is you're going to ping it so you remember where it is. And once you're in your island, I'll show you guys what to do. So all we're going to do now is we're going to go into our pause menu, we're going to go to my island, we're going to go to island tools, and we're going to press into backup, and a second after pressing backup, we're going to lock the prop into position. So on PC that's left control, and I'm not sure what it is on console. But you just want to lock the prop so you're frozen, and you want to do that a second after pressing backup. So here we go. And now we're just going to wait for it to back up, and then we're going to restart from the backup in a second. So I'd stay locked for about 10 or 20 seconds just to make sure it's definitely worked, and I'll show you guys once I can restore the island. So after a few minutes, you guys are actually going to be able to restore your island. So what we're going to do is go to my island, and we're going to press into restore here. And once you do this, you're going to see next to your barrier, you're going to see something spawn, and it will be the clock. And I don't know why it spawns on the barrier. It's pretty weird, but it does actually spawn, and you can see here it just spawned out of nowhere. So this isn't fake, it actually does work, and it's just so insane that you can do this. So once you've done this, you can actually resize it and everything. And I did find this glitch, and no one's actually seen it yet. And let's get straight into the next one. So here's another glitch I found for creative, and this is actually really sick. And basically what it allows you to do is completely disable all of your weapons. friends. Now there is a way to do some public games, but it's kind of difficult and it's kind of pointless because you have it for the entire game and the only good use for it is to troll your friends. But it's kind of difficult to tell your friends how to do it, so I'm just going to show you guys how you can do it in creative, and this was a method found by me. So what we're going to do is we're going to rift, and a second after rifting we're going to double tap and go into fly mode, and it does work almost every single time. And if you do want to reset it, you just want to respawn. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it now. So we're just going to use it and then double tap, and hopefully it's worth this time. And as you guys can see, my pickaxe has actually disappeared. Now it actually does stay for as long as you don't respawn, so you can actually do it in some of the featured islands and stuff like that as well. And you guys are going to see in a second when we go back to our island, as much as you try and swing, you won't be able to. You're also going to see once you swap to your phone, that's invisible, and if you get some items, they're going to be invisible as well. So I'm going to get a few items here, and you're going to see they'll be completely invisible. So here we go, we're holding an invisible minigun, which is kind of funny. Anyway, let's get straight into the next one. So you can actually spawn mechs in creative now, and there's already quite a few glitches with them. And there's a cool glitch I found, basically gives it a completely different look. So what you need to do is you want to exit the island and then delete it. So here we go, and you're going to see once it spawns back, it has this really cool effect on it. And I have no idea why it does this, but you're going to see once you enter it, it will actually stay, and I'm pretty sure you can actually swap to the gunner seat and it will also have it still. I'm not sure if other people can see this, but it's actually really sick. Anyway, let's get straight into the next one. So here's another little weird glitch with the mech, and for some reason, if you actually enter the gunner seat as well as deleting it, you're going to see sometimes it will have this really weird effect. So I think it's actually worked this time, and you can see once you move away from the mech, the shield's actually still there. So I don't know why this happens, but it does actually look really cool. And again, I don't think this actually stays, but I thought I'd show you guys how to do it anyway. So you can actually do it as many times as you want, and I thought I'd just show you guys how to do it in a compilation, because obviously it's not anything insane, but it's still something kind of cool that you can do. Anyway, if there's any more glitches with the mech, I will upload them, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more coming out soon, because the mech just got added to creative, and that was the final glitch. So that was all of glitches. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I think this is probably the best compilation of season 10 so far, because we have actually covered so many new glitches, and a lot of these haven't been seen yet. So all of these glitches do work after the latest update, so make sure you do them before they get patched. Also, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you do give it a like, because as you guys know, it helps the video get recommended and stuff like that. So I really appreciate everyone that shows support on the channel, because it does help out so much more than anything. Also, as you guys probably know, I made a community post about post notifications, and we've actually gone up quite a lot now. So huge shout out to everyone that turned on post notifications. If you haven't actually enabled them yet, make sure you definitely do. And if you are new here, make sure you do subscribe as well, because we are trying to get to 100k by the end of the year, and we do cover all of the new Fortnite glitches, so you're not going to want to miss out. Also, we do find a lot of glitches ourselves, and we release them before anyone else, so there's no reason not to subscribe. Anyway, that was it for this glitch compilation. There will be another one in a few days hopefully, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.